Do I have an income problem or a spending problem? This is a question that I get asked all the time, and it's really important to look at the root cause of your financial situation before you determine if it's just that you're not making enough money or you're spending too much money. And we're going to talk about it today. But before we get into it, I want to invite you to a free class that I have coming up where I'm going to show you how you can make your first $1,000 from home, how you can start creating revenue streams and new income streams. I started this YouTube channel as a accountability partner, and then it turned into a passion project, then a side hustle, and now it's my full-time business. So I'm going to teach you how you can make money at home, even if you don't want to start a YouTube channel, but other ways that you can make money, not an MLM, don't worry, but we're going to go over all of it in the class, how to overcome your fears, overcome any doubts, help you come up with some ideas for some side hustles that you can do right from your home. All you need is an internet connection. So join me for the class. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have the link to register down below in the description. And at the end of it, we're going to have a live Q&A so you can get all of your questions answered, your side hustle questions answered. So come with questions. And I do have a free gift for anyone that comes live. And if you can't make it live, still register because the next day I'm going to send out a replay for you. So you can still watch and get all of the information. So I'll have all the information down below in the description, or you can go to freedomandabudget.com/free class. So spending versus income, which is the problem? There's a lot of people that I help with their budgets and they think that they just need to make more money and that's going to answer all of the problems that they have. When I take a look at their budget and I'm like, okay, but we're overspending, or the other way around, I'm like, we've cut everything that we can. The only other option is to increase your income. So it's so important to look at your financial situation. And the best way to do that is by looking at your budget or your spending. Now, a lot of people think that a budget is super restricting and something that you only need when you're deep in debt. No, I have a budget. I'm debt free besides my mortgage, and we will have a budget for the rest of our lives. It's something that I love because I love how it puts me in control of my money, and it really helps me to visually see my spending and then also make adjustments throughout the month. And at the end of the month, with any leftover money, I can put that towards my goal. Full transparency, there's been times, even during this YouTube channel, where I wasn't budgeting and any leftover money that I had, I didn't even know that I had, and it just kind of sat in my checking account. But when I'm budgeting, I can see at the end of the month how much money I have left over and then put those towards my goals. So I'm going to be hitting my goals so much faster when I'm on a budget. Hello, Piper. So I want you to reframe your thinking about a budget and think of it more as a spending plan. Think of it more as, okay, this is how I'm spending my money. Am I spending my money on bills and necessities and things that I really enjoy and are fulfilling my life and things that I can afford to do? Or am I overspending on things like Target and trips and vacations and lifestyle creep and car payments that are too high and housing that's too high? What am I spending my money on? So if we're looking at our budget, if we're looking at our spending, it's going to be a great way to visually see where we're spending and if it's also things that you really care about. Maybe there's things that you're spending every single month and over and over and over, and you're like, you know what? I don't even really enjoy that. Or I don't, I'm just doing that because I feel like I should, but is that really bringing me joy? Am I really caring about this purchase? Yes or no? And then you can decide if you need to drop it or not. Some signs to recognize if you have a spending problem or not is at the end of the month, you are barely able to pay your bills. You only have a couple dollars left until payday and you are struggling. You have been able to manage your money before and not live so paycheck to paycheck before, but now you are, and you're finding that, holy cow, I don't know how I'm going to make this credit card payment this month, or holy cow, I don't know how I'm going to make this car payment or pay my water bill or my light bill or my mortgage. I don't know how I'm going to do it this month. That is a sign of a spending problem. Now, some signs of an income problem is you're noticing that consistently, month after month, you are barely making it till payday. You are barely making it out the end of the month, and you are unable to pay your bills. You're unable to pay your electric bill or your light bill or your mortgage or whatever it may be, and you are cutting it close every single month consistently. Now, it's a tough call because, I'm sorry, Piper is just all in this. I don't know why he is so clingy today. But we're just going to roll with it because cats make everything more fun, right? So this is a tough call between, is it an income problem or is it a spending problem? What I like to do is I like to look at the budget and say, okay, is there things that we can cut? If there are things that we can cut, we can easily make those adjustments. Now, they may suck. We may not want to cut them. We may not want to cut, getting takeout dinner every night on our way to home, and we may have to start meal prepping. Yeah, that's going to suck. But those are things that we can easily cut from the budget. And that's a great way to say, okay, we can see visually this is a spending problem. But with that being said, I personally have shifted my mindset over the past couple of years, and I used to be all about saving money. If you watch my channel in the beginning for the past few years, you'll notice the shift that I've had in my mindset. And at the beginning, I was all about cut, cut, cut. Let's save as much money as we can and cut and get our expenses as low as possible. Yes, I love that for a little bit of time, but at the same time, there's people that I've worked with in helping their budget, and we can only cut so much. We can only cut bare bones so much. And then the only other option is increasing the income. So I would personally rather take the approach of let's increase our income and let's start growing new income streams. And that's why I'm so passionate about starting side hustles and helping people start side hustles. Yes, I'm passionate about helping people save money and pay off debt and everything. That's amazing. It's so good. But let's be able to hit our goals even faster, our money goals faster, our debt-free goals even faster if we're increasing our income. So I want to help you be able to increase your income, bring on new revenue streams so you're not so dependent on your day job, and so that way you have some flexibility in your budget. And the faster that you can pay off that debt, the faster that you can manage your money better, that's amazing, that's great, that's awesome. But I'm also all about sacrificing for a little bit of time so that you can have a life with, I don't say without sacrifice, but for me, for example, we sacrifice, I especially, because a lot of it was before I got married, but I sacrificed hard. If you watch my channel from the beginning, I was eating butter noodles every night for dinner, and I think I had like a $25 a month eating out budget and $100 on groceries. I was super, super, super frugal, and I sacrificed so much to pay off my debt, to pay cash for my wedding, to pay cash for my dream car, buy this house, and I really sacrificed for a little bit, got out of debt, all of that stuff, and now we honestly don't really think too much about money. We don't think about, are we going to be able to pay this bill? Are we going to be able to pay this? We just had to pay $3,000 for surgery for my daughter, and yeah, I don't want to pay $3,000. I'd rather that $3,000 go towards investments or go towards our vacation or something fun. But okay, it is what it is. We just pay it. And the relief that we have, how freeing that is so amazing to not have to think about money, of how are we going to do this. And I've been on both sides of it. I've been on the sides of, I have people knocking at my door and calling my phone from an unknown number, and I think that they're going to come and take away the cats. I don't know why, but I had a fear that they were going to come and take away my cats because I was past due on my student loans and they were in default. They're not going to take my cats. They don't want my cats. Who wants this rascal? But that's the fear that I had, and it was so crippling. So now that I'm on the other side of it, it's so freeing, and I want that for you as well. So let's really sit down and evaluate, what are the different things? What are we spending our money on? And like I said, the best way to do that is with a budget, to visually see what you're spending. I love budgeting apps. I'll have some in the description. They're great. They're amazing. But I personally would prefer something like an Excel spreadsheet where you have to manually enter your transactions. There's something so accountable, I guess is the word to say. Accountable is not the right word, but there's something just so mindful about manually entering in all of your transactions. And sometimes there's a lot of transactions and it sucks and it takes a while, but that shows, okay, we're swiping this card a lot. We're doing a lot of online spending, so we need to adjust. So the budgeting apps, they're great, they're amazing, but I personally prefer Excel because I can visually see my spending. I can visually see, ooh, we are overspending in some categories. I've got a lot of eating out here. We need to cut back. So I'll have my Excel budget template down below in the description if you want to grab it. It's amazing. I've been using it for 7-8 years now, and I've tweaked it. It has all the formulas pre-populated for you, but I love it. And with budgeting as well, I recommend doing it every couple days to at least once a week at a minimum. This is going to do two things. This is going to, the bloopers, and this is going to be great. One, it's going to be that accountability partner for you. And also, it's going to be able to help you to adjust throughout the month. So say we wait until the end of the month, it is going to take you an hour. You're going to hate it. You're going to be cursing my name. We don't want that. And if you go over budget in groceries, let's say, oh, well, too bad. Let's do better next month. No, but if we're tracking every couple days or at least once a week, halfway through the month, we can see, oh, we are 75% through our grocery budget. Let's cut back. Let's eat from the pantry. Let's see if we can do a no spend week this week and not go to the grocery store. Let's see if we can eat through the freezer. Let's do a pantry challenge, and then we can adjust that way. Whereas if you wait to the end, you're screwed. And you're like, oh, well, too sad. Better luck next month. And then next month comes same thing, same thing, same thing. So if you're in every couple days, it's going to make it so it doesn't take as long for you. It's only going to take like 5-10 minutes each time. And you can adjust throughout the month. So comment down below. Do you think that you have a spending problem or a income problem? Which one do you think you have? I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. And let's keep the conversation going. If you want to see my personal wins and fails with money this year, we get real personal in that video. Check out this video here. And if you want to see side hustles that you can do from home, from the comfort of your home, check out this video here.